I hate Google Plus. And odds are, if you have a functioning brain, are breathing, have a heart that's beating, exist in any way, shape, or form, you probably don't like Google Plus either. Now, I was willing to give it a chance at first. I was willing to just look at it, examine it, scratch my chin as I did things with it. But then I realized my chin didn't itch and that kind of got irritating. But I saw like the little drop down box thing that shows like the comments. There's no more YouTube inbox. It shows you like the comments you're getting on your videos. And I looked at that for a few days and I was like, this is one jumbled fucking mess. Like I haven't looked at that in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I don't even care to examine what comments have been left on my videos due to that ridiculous process that is so beyond fucking broken compared to the completely unbroken inbox system we had before. And I hear you guys out there. It sucks. They forced us to change to this. There's nothing we can do about it. I don't even read comments from past videos anymore. I might just peruse through some of the recent videos I've made and check the comments that are left. If you guys are leaving comments on videos from a couple years ago, I'm probably never going to see them. Never, ever, ever going to see them unless I just happen to be searching through some of my random videos and I see the comments there. So, my interaction with you guys has greatly suffered and all that, but I hear you guys out there complaining and I hear you loud and clear. But I am here. I am here to reassure you that there are actually things that are better than using Google Plus. Because I'm to the point where I just don't want to use Google Plus. I don't hit that little drop down, little bell doohickey thing. It's been stuck at 100 for over 4 weeks here now. I don't go to some external site and hit the plus G1 button. I don't go onto my actual Google Plus page to post something. There's stuff that automatically gets done because it's set up as defaults. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't do a single fucking thing to my Google Plus page. But I'm here today with a top 5 list of things that are better than Google Plus. Now, a lot of you guys might not be aware of this, but there's a lot of things that are better than Google Plus, and I hone this down to the top 5 things. So, without further ado, you guys know how my top 5 lists go. If you don't know how they go, you might want to watch one of my previous top 5 lists. So, anyways, the fifth thing that is better than using Google Plus is being a Chicago Cubs fan at Wrigley Field, Game 7 of the World Series. Say it's against the Yankees, the mighty Yankees. The Cubs are winning 27-0. It's the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 strikes, Derek Jeter at the plate. The pitch comes in, it's like a 157 mile per hour fastball. You see that Jeter's swinging way too soon. He's not going to get a hit. It's going to be a definite strikeout. But right as soon as that ball is about to cross the plate and the umpire is about to call strike 3, dead. You're just dead. You just die. You're a Cubs fan that waited 1.65 million years to see your team win, and you're fucking dead before you can have a split second, even a split second to enjoy it. Being that dead Cubs fan at Wrigley Field in Game 7 of the World Series is better than using Google Plus. Number 4. And by the way, I forgot to add that I asked you guys to help me out on Twitter with scenarios here. So a lot of these scenarios that I'm using is because of you guys tweeting back to me on Twitter. So thank you again for that. Number 4. Winning the Powerball lottery. Let's just say the jackpot, the Powerball, Mega Millions, doesn't matter. Say the jackpot's $1.2 billion. All right, you win that. You'll have the ticket in your hand. You're looking at the numbers on the television screen. You see they match up. Instant coma. You spend the rest of your life in a fucking coma. And you can't even cash the ticket in. Because the lottery agency says to like your friends and family, says, well, the only way you can cash that ticket in is if the person that bought it physically signs it and cashes it in. And if they're in a coma, we have to wait for them to wake up out of the coma. But then it gets to the point where they just, you know, you just eventually die from being in the coma. So you never get to cash it in. You never get to enjoy the $1.6 trillion or whatever the fuck I said the jackpot was. You don't get to enjoy any of that. You just spend the rest of your life in a fucking coma till you die. And you know what? It is still better than using Google+. Number 3. All right, let's say you can revert back to your 12-year-old, maybe 11-year-old self, or maybe you guys out there are 12 or 11 years old, and it's Christmas Eve, and it's like the biggest, best toy season ever. Like, there's a bunch of toys, and you know your parents are going to hook you up because your parents are rich. They're going to get you the new gaming systems, the new whatever the fuck toy is out, the jerk me off Elmo, you know, whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, it's Christmas Eve, and you're just so excited. You see all the presents that your parents put under the tree for you. Oh, it's so great. You had a big tree. You have like a big, ridiculous mansion you live in with your parents, a big 30-foot Christmas tree because you have the big, tall ceilings in your living room and all that. And you wake up. It's Christmas morning, and you step out in the living room. There's no tree. There's no presents. Nothing is decorated. And you ask your parents, you go, where's all the Christmas presents? Where's the Christmas tree? Where's the decorations? And they go, what? What are you talking about? Christmas tree? What the fuck is that? That's right. You wake up on Christmas morning to find out that Christmas was a figment of your imagination. It doesn't exist. No presents, no tree, no family meal, and on top of that, you find out that it's a school day. Finding out all that is still better than using Google+. Here's your lunch, Jimmy. Time to go on the school bus. The number 2. The second thing that is better than using Google+ is you go onto YouTube and you see like there's like a ridiculous amount of like highly viewed videos. You click on them, they all have like just like, you know, fascinating titles of stuff that you want to see. Like there's a video called Justine sticks a pineapple in her vagina, and it's got like 6.5 million views. It's got 1 million thumbs ups, 2 thumbs downs. And it's like, oh wow, I finally want to see this. You click it, you have to see a pre-roll ad, but then you're like, oh, that's weird because I have ad blocker and it's still showing me a pre-roll ad. But you know, you put up with it. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna see Justine sticking a pineapple in her vagina. And once the ad ends, all you see is a video of a guy, an old guy, sitting at a table, eating a can of tuna fish in an empty warehouse. And you're like, well, that's weird. And then you see a video, and then the video just ends, and then you see a video in the sidebar. It says, PewDiePie has a parachute accident, lands in a jail, and gets bro-fisted by a bunch of inmates, caught on film. Gets fisted right in the ass, like they run a fist train on him, right in his ass. Click the video, pre-roll ad, the video starts, same fucking guy, eating his can of tuna fish. Old man in the warehouse, eating a can of tuna fish. You click every single video on YouTube with the catchy titles, they all have millions of views, millions of thumbs ups. It's all the same fucking old man eating a can of tuna fish in a warehouse. But you know what? It's still better than using Google+. Alright, now number 1. I gotta give an extreme warning. Frankly, if you're a minor, you should really leave the room right now. Sometimes with these top 5s, I take them a bit too far, and I apologize for that. But I live by the motto of life gives you boundaries, push beyond them. And I know there's things where, you know, you just shouldn't go there. Archfiend, you had absolutely no fucking right to go there. But you know what? Fuck it. I have free speech. I can upload, you know, what I want here. Say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do on camera. It doesn't break any laws. So, this is going to be tough for me to say. The number one thing that is better than using Google Plus is, I'd rather sit here, right on this couch. My entertainment center's on the other side with a TV and stereo and everything like that. I'd rather get up from here, and when I'm ready to watch television, I have trouble saying this. Give me a second. I'd turn on the television without using the remote control. Hold on, I gotta puke. I can't, I'm like going blind. I'm sorry, the thought of that wrecks me. I don't even want to repeat it. I'd rather get up and TV, no remote, on. Now I know a lot of you out there say, no, it's not, Google Plus is not that fucking bad, Archfiend, you're insane, but I thought it over. I've thought it over for the past several weeks, ever since Google Plus has been forced upon us. And I've come to the conclusion that I would much rather do that TV thing that I just mentioned a few seconds ago with no remote. All right, we got to end the video here. All right. Anyways, there you go, people. 5 things that are still better than using Google Plus. So as bad as you think Google Plus is, just always keep your minds open and know that there's always things that are still better than using Google Plus. Thank you guys again for the feedback on Twitter. You guys threw a couple examples here my way. I really like the one about the lottery and the coma. I forget who said that, but thank you for that one. That was a good one. And thank you guys for reminding me that there is things better than Google Plus out there. Quite a few things. There's almost like 12 or 13 things that are better than Google Plus. And you got 5 of them here today. Anyways, everyone, have a fantastic day, a better tomorrow, and get your fucking Christmas shopping done, you lazy motherfucker. Have a great day, guys.